If you are planning to buy land in Nigeria, especially here in the city of Enugu in 2026, you need to watch this video till the end, because what I'm about to show you is a step-by-step guide that will help you to make your dream come true. The number one step is you need to get clear on why you are investing. So are you buying because every other person is buying property, or because you've seen people or your friends have bought property? First, you need to ask yourself, why do I want to start investing in real estate? Now, are you trying to buy for long term or short term? Are you buying for capital appreciation or cash flow investment? I mean, capital appreciation simply means looking at for property that will give you high return on investment, or cash flow, maybe you want to buy land and then start rental apartment or residential build that will give you return on investment either on monthly basis or annual basis. So getting clear on why, the very reason why you want to buy land here in the city of Enugu or any other part of Nigeria, will help you to make the right investment. Number two, start with what you can afford. So you must not necessarily start with a mansion, because every other person is buying mansion or maybe buying expensive properties. First, you need to sit down and then plan your budget. Start with what your budget can afford. If your budget can afford 5 million naira property, then go for 5 million naira property, because if you have a good budget, it will help you not to spend above your financial limits. So having a budget and also starting with what you can afford will help you. I mean, if you can start with that 5 million naira, with time you can scale and even buy properties that are worth 10 million naira or even 15 million naira in the future. But it's very important that you start with what you can afford and don't go beyond your limits. Number three, choose the right location. Now, in real estate, location is a very great factor to consider whenever you are investing or trying to buy a property, irrespective of the particular states you are buying here in Nigeria. So a good location will help the value of your property to appreciate over time. So when you want to buy a property, take out time to conduct a diligent research. Look out for good locations, depending on the particular state that you want to buy. Looking out for a good location will help you to make not just the right investment, but to get a property that you know that whatever you are investing, you are capable of getting high return on investment in the future. Take for instance, here you want to invest here in the city of Enugu. You should look out for prime locations. I mean, locations that are sought after locations where people already invest, where the demand is very high, where developments are happening, where you know that if you put your money, and take for instance, you're looking for capital appreciation, where you can put your money, I know that in 2 or 3 years you can be able to get high return on investment because you chose the right location. Number four reason is that you need to conduct a due diligence. So due diligence simply means the normal activities that you carry out in order to ensure that the property that you are buying is very genuine. So due diligence can be done in two ways. You can either do it by yourself, which means you can go to the Ministry of Land, get the details of the property that you want to buy, like the search number or the documents, go to the Ministry of Land, and then be able to verify those documents, whether it's a deed of assignment, a register survey, even if it's CFO. You can go to land registry and verify these documents to ensure that they are very authentic. The second way you can conduct this due diligence is to employ the service of a real estate professionals. I mean, you can seek the services of a real estate consultant or a property lawyer. So these people will help you to ease the stress of going to this land registry, because they are very experienced with land transaction. They will help you first to ensure that the person who wants to sell this property to you has the legitimacy to sell that property to you. And also they will go to the land registry to ensure that these documents covering that property are registered, that the documents are free from government interest, so that you know that once you buy that property, you will not have any issues in the future, something like land disputes, litigation over that property. You know that whatever you are buying today is very genuine. The final step is to make payment and receive your documents. So most real estate companies have made it very easy for people who want to buy properties, especially here in the city of Enugu. They come up with payment plan like the installment payment plan, which is very flexible for people who do not have the money to buy outrightly, so they can buy based on installments. So that same property that someone paid outrightly in order to acquire, you can also buy on installment. So this means, take for instance, you want to buy a property that is worth 5 million naira here in the city of Enugu. So you can start with an installment payment plan of 30% initial deposit, and then the remaining balance you can spread it across 3 months. Outside this installment payment plan, one of the things that you need to look out for when you are making payments is to ensure that you pay through bank transfer. Don't pay with cash. The reason why you need to pay with bank transfer is that so that you can be able to trace your payment even in the future, just in case any issue arise over that property. So you have the proof of payment even if there's any issue over that property in the future. After making payment, the next thing to do is to receive your document from the individual, from the company that you bought that property from. So this document, whether it's a deed of assignment, whether it's a CFO, this document will show that the property that you bought now belongs to you. So these are more like proof, just in case if anything happens in the future, you have the document to present, or even if you want to resell that property to someone else, you have the document backing those properties that will now give you the privilege and the legitimacy to sell that property to another person. And here is a bonus: you need to take possession of the property that you bought. So it's very important when you must have received your document. The next thing to do is to take possession of that property. Taking possession can mean erecting a fence, maybe a dual fence, a complete fence around the property you have. So this will also prevent encroachment from individuals, or maybe from land scammers, or people who want to resell that property to another person. So having a fence around that property simply means that this plot or this property now belongs to someone. If your goal in 2026 is to buy a land for capital appreciation, then let me introduce you to Delos Garden Estate Phase 2. So Delos Garden Estate Phase 2 is located in 9th Mile, just off the Enugu Onitsha Expressway. And if you know and if you are very familiar with 9th Mile, you know that 9th Mile is known for its industrial and the commercial activities. So most people who invest in this location are either buying properties or land. They're either buying land for commercial activities or maybe for residential activities. And because of that, there's serious demand in this location. So Delos Garden Estate shares proximity with amazing landmarks just like the Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the 7-Up Bottling Company, and the Nigerian Brewery. And it shares close boundary with the popular Lion Business Park here in 9th Mile. And each plot in this estate measures 460 square meters. It gives you enough space, and it is currently selling for 4.5 million naira. So the 4.5 million naira covers for the land and the documents. It comes with a deed of assignment and registered survey plan as the land title. So like I mentioned, if your goal in 2026 is for capital appreciation, you need that property that you buy, you're sure of getting high return on investment in the next 1 year, the next 2 years, then Delos Garden Estate is that property for you because it is strategically positioned here in 9th Mile. So go ahead, call or WhatsApp the number showing on your screen so that we can bring you here for a free inspection, help you secure a plot or more in this estate.